Yo dudes, it's Dokkan time again. How to build Nappa and Vegeta EZA. This EZA for them is not coming out until later tonight of March 6th, but I think I'm gonna give these guys a solid you should just build them for World Tournament crit. Um, you can build them however you wish for whatever content you want to bring them into. They're actually not that bad of a EZA unit. But at the end of the day, majority of people have used Nappa and Vegeta historically for World Tournament content. And, I mean, as long as he's AoEing on 12 key super, the best thing you want is him for the crit. Now, even if he's got a whole bunch of different stuff in his kit, I just like Piccolo, I kind of just feel like, just give him crit. Because, I mean, his job is going to be killing the enemy. And the best way to do that on World Tournament is just give crit. Maybe additional, but let's go through his kit, double check. But first, like, impressions going in, no matter what, he's a World Tournament unit to me. And that's up to you if you want to decide that's how you want to build him. But he's an Inhuman Deeds category key +4, greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn on 12 key and lowers attack. This is the AoE is the 12 key. The 18 key massively raises attack and defense for 1 turn and greatly lowers defense. That's a pretty good boost, I'm not going to lie. Key +2, attack and defense 178. Key +5 launches another attack that has 50% chance of becoming a super when HP is 78% more. That's good for World Tournament, which means he has a 50% chance to additional. Another attack +78 within the same turn after evading an attack. Now, that's something you can decide to take bets on during World Tournament. Personally, I Ghost Usher no matter what. Plus an additional attack and defense 78% to start a turn per existing enemy. Plus an additional key +1 with each final blow delivered up to 5. You're never going to get that. Exchanges with Vegeta when conditions are met. When he changes into Vegeta, he's a little bit different, but I think he's mostly the same. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn. Greatly lowers enemies' attack. Massively raises attack and defense, massively lowers enemies' defense. Recovers 50% HP, key +4 attack and defense +200, plus an additional attack and defense 100% when HP is 50% or more. Guards for 3 turns from entry, wow. Plus an additional key +3 when attack and defense 180 when facing 1 enemy. Another 180 attack and defense and key +3 when attacking superclass enemies. And another additional key +3 and attacks effective against all types when 18 key or more. Performs a crit with 24 key. Ooh, that just literally stopped me. Ooh. You see, my problem here is the likelihood of me getting to the Vegeta point is so little. There's just so little chance I'm going to be transforming into Vegeta. I don't even know when that's going to happen. And he doesn't have any built-in crit here. So, like, unless you give him crit, he's not going to be doing as well as you want him to do in World Tournament. So, yeah, you really do have, like, you have to think, what are you going to use this Vegeta Nappa for? Personally, I'm just going to give him crit anyways, because that's what I'm going to take him into is World Tournament. I'm never going to use this guy in anything else. He's good, but he's not that good. Exchanges with Vegeta when HP is 50% or less starting from the 4th turn. You're going to definitely build below HP of 50% with him on the team, but I mean, attack minus 50%. Active skill evades enemies' attacks for 1 turn. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. The active's pretty good that he has an auto evade. I like that a lot. The auto evade active is pretty nice. But I mean, if we're really gonna be thinking about it, I mean, we look at his attack and defense. Versus 1 enemy, 12 key is only 470, 18 key is only 620. And even if he double supers from 18 to 12 key, I mean, that's only 941 with triple super. Quad super. Does he have quad super potential? Hold on a second here. He doesn't have quad super, right? You got your 12 key. You have your initial super attack. You have your 50% chance right here. Yeah, I don't know where he's getting a quad potential. That's weird. Yeah, very weird. Does Vegeta have built-in additionals? No. So yeah, he's only launching an additional right here. And he has no pre-existing dodge built into him. Yeah, I'm not really sure where Halvard got the idea for a quad in here, but that's never going to happen. The difference between fighting one enemy and 5 enemies is astronomical. If his versus 5 enemies was normal, we'd be having a completely different conversation here, because he's never going to hit 1.8. You'll hit that during World Tournament, which is fantastic, because to me that just means he can sit in slot 1 and we might actually be fine. But yeah, it's just not suitable for challenging based content. Like, he's just not hitting high enough on defense wise. What about when he goes into Vegeta? Yeah, even when he's fighting with Vegeta versus Superclass, I mean, it's fine. When he's fighting a Superclass enemy, after he revives, and as long as he double supers, 1.1 million? Yeah, no, that's not too bad. That's not too shabby. He's not too shabby once you get to that point. But I'm still not seeing the triple potential here. He doesn't have triple. He's only got a double potential. So it's very confusing as to why Halvard threw in triple super potential, because it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I mean, he can get pretty high up there, decently. Part of me wants to say, you know, if you're gonna build him to try and use him in normal content, you want to give him additional so he'll survive, obviously. Because, I mean, there's only so much that dodge is going to take you. But, yeah, I mean, if you're ever going to take him into World Tournament, you want to give him some crit. I mean, there is no good way to build this unit. There's no good way, because he's a World Tournament unit. That's what he's always meant to. Half of his kit wants you to dodge, which his active lets you dodge, but that's it. I mean, he benefits more from giving him additionals. So, I mean, I have to say, forego the dodge, because it's not going to do you any good at the end of the day. It's just not going to be enough. You'd have to give this guy freaking like 50% dodge somehow, and I don't see it being happening. It's just really weird and funky. It really is. Unless you absolutely plan to take him into all challenging content, you really want to see him at his best, then yeah, you're going to want to give him additional and then dodge at that point if you're going to actually take him into challenging content. But if you're not going to take him into challenging content, then you just need to say screw it, give him full crit, and then put the rest into additional, because at the end of the day, you're never going to see Vegeta, and if you're just going to World Tournament with this guy, this is the only part you're going to see. You're only going to see the AoE. You're only going to see Vegeta and Nappa. You're never going to see just Vegeta. It's just never going to happen. I don't plan to ever take this guy into actually challenging content, so that's how I'm going to build him. But if you wish to take him into actual challenging content, then I would switch it from removing crit and going full additional and dodge, and that's the actual best way for an all-around build to go with. But yeah. Anyways, guys, let me know how you're going to build him. Are you going to go for more of, hey, I want to take him into challenging content and go for the additional and dodge? Or are you going to go for, I'm just only going to ever use him in World Tournament, and you're just going to give him crit and some additional to make sure he kills the enemies? But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good day and a good night.